What's up, everybody? It's Jesus Esparza here, and I'm here in Hanford, and at the King's Fair, and I'm gonna be helping out with my buddy Stanley Hernandez once again, and the other with the Triple B as well, and you know, and that's where the last time when I was there a couple of years ago when there's a monster truck show there, right here, and now I'm here to be part of behind the scenes, part of the crew, and all that. So, and I'll be ready, start to see if there's anything it needs, and then ready for tonight's show and also another one for tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let's take a look some behind the scenes. Here it is. There's Stanley Hernandez Lone Wolf, and there's Anubis. Get to see this for the first time, and that's interesting. Oh, and a fun fact, it had a second seat behind it. That's interesting. And can you imagine if I'm gonna be on it? So that's gonna be an experience in my life. So who knows? That's interesting. And there's USA 1 here, and let's go over there. There's Temporary Insane, and there's Aftershock, and American Thunder Right truck is over there, and yeah, we're gonna be ready for tonight's show and tomorrow. Okay, I'm just in the King Speedway, and that's where the last time I was there, and yeah, it's getting a little bit hot here, so and now part of a like behind the scenes and such. So yeah, and let's see, let's go on the stands, and yeah, let's start building the track, and so ready for tonight's show and tomorrow in Hanford. Here's the track layout, and yeah, this is gonna be interesting, but they're still built. So yeah, it's go time.
Ready!
and we're gonna be here to do the pit party, and you can see the track, and yeah, sure is. I'm in Hanford, so getting ready for the Monster Truck Nitro Tour for tonight, and one will be tomorrow. Yeah, here are the trucks here for the pit party to be set, and there we go, and
As somebody's coming down, make sure you always get a hit. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to little kids coming down. They have the biggest issue.
there's Anubis and Temporary Insane, Aftershock, Lone Wolf. So yeah, well, USA 1, you know, I bet they're trying to get it out here, but I bet there has some issues there. So I bet they're trying to get USA 1 fixed, and let's see to make it there. Wow, you know, we're getting ready for show number 1 for tonight, and it's gonna be interesting in Hanford. It was cool during the fair event. All right, here's USA 1, made it there on time. So now the pit party is set for show number 1 in Hanford.
Make some noise, Kingston! Who lost the game?
Wow, I cannot believe this. I actually ride with Jerrod Compton and Anubis on during Two Wheel Skills at Racing, and I cannot thank for him for giving me a shot. So, and I have a fun blast. It was just, oh my gosh, I just lost my mind, and that's how great a ride experience in my life, and I cannot thanks to Jerrod Compton for this opportunity of a lifetime, and you know, he just this is like an experience to ride along with the driver during like competitions and such. So yeah, it'll be just Two Wheel Skills at Racing, and I really have thanks for him for this splendid experience. You know, so hopefully one day I'll become a monster truck driver myself, to see I could do like this in competitions sooner than you think. All right, show number 1 is over, and I have a fun blast, and even I ride along with Jerrod Compton and Anubis for two-wheel skills of racing, and yeah, and you know, I'm only filming him for freestyle, so yeah, because I was on Anubis with him, so yeah, and yeah, sure is, and hope you're enjoying it, and you know, and it's a fun blast. Okay, because I bet that's a wrap here, because I had to get going to get to the hotel, and it's a very fun blast for show number 1, and even I get to ride along with Anubis with Jerrod Compton, and I'd like to thank him for this opportunity of a lifetime, and that was surreal, and a lot of that, and yeah, I had to get to the hotel, and like this video, subscribe to my channel, but sadly I don't have two-wheel skills of racing because I was on Anubis with Jerrod Compton, but I have freestyle, so, and it'll be on as soon as possible, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channels, and see you all there for tomorrow. So we're getting ready for show number 2 for tomorrow.